no come here, no come here, no come here, no come here, no come here. Epic family beg in a second, man. No come here. Pretty little story from this is another interesting one.
So this story has been going viral for a couple of days now. This girl, her name is Alexandria. She's from Congo. Her mother, she's the only child. Her mom sent her to Canada for schooling, just for a better life, to give her a head start in life. So typically her mom will send her money, or her dad will send her money at the end of the month for her school expenses, for books and etc., right? So on Tuesday, her dad sent her money for school. And normally when she picks up the money, the kind of child she is, like her routine, she'll be like, oh, thanks, I got the money. Either call them or text them. So the dad sent her money on Tuesday. She didn't say anything. So on Wednesday, like her mom was a little worried because that's not like her. So her mom called her on Wednesday. No answer. Text her, no response. So her mom, being the, her daughter, she's like, something is wrong. So she calls her roommate, her daughter's roommate. And I'm just going to call her Linda because I forgot her name. So the mom called Linda and is like, hey, I haven't heard from Alexandria. Have you heard from her? And Linda's like, no. So she's like, the last time I've heard from Alexandria was like 3 p.m. I haven't heard from her. Maybe you should ask our other roommate. And the mom is confused. And she's like, another roommate? And is a male roommate too. She's like, a male roommate? I thought it was just the two of you. And Linda is like, no, we have a third roommate. Maybe I can ask him. And the mom is like, okay, can I have his number? And Linda's like, no, I can't give you his number. I don't think he's going to answer. And the mom is just like, well, I have to ask him. I haven't heard from my daughter all day, And she's like, well, I'm going to give you his number, but I don't think he's going to answer. So Linda goes ahead and give the mom this guy, let's call him Mark number. So mom called Mark, call him, and he's like, finally picks up, and he's like, yeah, the last time I saw Alexandria is when I, dropped her off at the park at 3:40 p.m. Today. So by this time it's nighttime, it's Wednesday night, and he's talking to the mom. He's like, the last time I dropped her off at the park was 3:40 p.m. And the mom is like, did you guys like call the police? Like, is anything? And they're like, well, we didn't call the police, but we think you should call the police. I think they will take it more serious if you call the police. And the mom is just like, can y'all call the police? Like, y'all haven't seen your roommate. This is not like her. Can y'all call the police? And they're like, while they're on the phone with the mom, part two about the girl Alexandria that is like went missing, right? So after the mom finished talking to Mark, the mom hangs up and she called the police herself from Congo, right? She called the police and she tells them, like, I haven't heard from my daughter in 2 days. And the police is like, okay, we're going to look into it. Call us back in 15 minutes. As a mom, she's panicking. She has like all these thoughts in her head and she's not there. So can you imagine what she's going through? So she calls the police right back in 15 minutes and they're like, well, we looked into her cell phone record and the last time her cell phone was like pinging or anything, any activity on her cell phone was like 3 p.m. today, which right now, as they were speaking, it was Wednesday night. So they was telling her it was Wednesday at 3:40 p.m. is when her cell phone had any activity or anything like that. So this mom is panicking. So first, this story was not getting enough coverage. It was just like police, the mom, and the roommate. That was it. So it's almost like 5 days now. The mom has put out a plea on social media. She's telling people, please take this serious. She's literally pleading for like anybody who's like Congolese, like the embassy, like she's just pleading for everybody to hear her story and everything. There's no search rescue, there's nothing has been done. Like she put out a plea and people have like responded to it. And that's why, as much as people be like, oh, the internet is so bad, the internet is this, the internet is good sometimes, because her cry got people to go search the forest. It got everybody on social media talking about it. It got people taking the case serious. They went to the park that the Mark said that he dropped her off. And this park has a one-way in, one-way out. There's no multiple entry to this park. So they went inside the park, and today they found her body in the river. And some people were saying when they pulled her body out of the river, her hands were like taped together and like she had like taped over her mouth and stuff like that. And right now they're treating it as if like she went to the park and she was hanging around and she just happened to like fall in the water and drown. But honestly, something in this story is not clear, especially the way that her friends didn't jump up and be like, oh, let's call the police. This is not like our friend. Or let me call the mom You know, that doesn't sit well with me. And the fact that, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about this story. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but as a mom, my heart bleeds for her. My heart bleeds for her because she had her daughter since she was 17 years old, and she said that she worked so hard to make sure she give her daughter a head start in life. She she went through a lot, a teen pregnancy, and she fought. And for a mom to bring their child to Canada and finance their education by herself, to finance their education, you could just tell how much she loved this child and how much she wanted her child to win in life, and how much sacrifice that she was putting into her child for just. It hurts. It hurts. So I'll give you guys more update if you need it, but it's just, yeah.
Wow. As bad as it be, me really left questioning about duct tape and her hands being bound behind her. Me not think no way the police would have see that and not act on that. Me no, as bad as it is, because it seems like the police were on it. You call them say, alright, give me 15 minutes and call us back. When you call them back, them tell us that the phone was ray. So obviously them do some form of research in the situation. And to find her like that, not saying some foul play couldn't go on, and not saying they're not downplaying exactly the case itself, but as for the duct tape and something, me not really, that one the hard for me swallow. Not saying corruption can't go on, but that one the hard for me swallow. That's Canada and America, them not really play a certain way. England the same. Them not really play a certain way. Them first world country, them not play a certain way. So it's kind of hard for me really think them would have downplay that. Yes, maybe them not investigate correctly when time come, but when them find something like that that's staring them dead in the eye, it's kind of hard for me to swallow that one day. It's a messed up situation, and condolences to her and her family. You understand me? Because it's a messed up situation. As a parent, if you think say, you invest your money in your child and them dead and them dead around some people you think would love and help protect them while they will protect them friends and everybody will protect each other. If something like that happen and naturally them not see them roommate come in and know say that's out of character, and them not think for call the police or get in touch with the mother, nothing. For a day or two pass and nothing. They left me a pray him and her, because him admit to taking her to that same park. So technically you're the last person that's seen her alive. That automatically make you number one suspect until you're clear from that spot. As some you know, that's something you go. And you are the last person we're seeing her alive. That's the same part that you admit to taking her to. Is the same part they end up finding her in and alive. Drop your thoughts and take it in the comment section. Drop your thoughts and take them in the comment section. Share it for those that need to see and hear it. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel as yet, Father Epic World on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Father Epic TV over upon the book. Father Epic TV. Hold on the like button, hold on the follow button. The options will pop up. Click favorite so you can get the video when they drop. As they drop, say don't so BT pray. With that being said, this is where the video ends. Excuse me? Show breadcrumbs. Catch you there. Excuse me?